Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this next episode of StarCraft for Kids. I am the Kid, bringing you this game number 1 of the IEM. That's the Internet Extreme Masters, I believe. I'll have to check on that. All of you guys can get mad at me if I did that wrong. But, really excited for this match. This is a PVT between the Red Protoss up here. This is SKMC, hailing from Korea. And here in the bottom left of Daybreak, this is EGPuma, also Korean, but plays for Team EG, which is an American-based team. Comes with other players such as Idra, Huck, In Control, those sorts of players. So a very popular team in the States, very well known for the characters. Huck, who always does the little hearts with his probe scouting, and then obviously In Control for being quite the caster himself. And Idra just for being the Kraken and being probably the most notable character in StarCraft. So, just two amazing players. SKMC for something of an introduction. Need to keep in mind he is known for two-base play a lot of the time. He's very good at being aggressive off of two bases and just definitely throwing a loop into people's timing pushes and things like that. And here we go. Puma going to go ahead and start off with a little bit of a mind game. This probe is going to go ahead and scout into Puma's base and see that the barracks is gone. And this wouldn't be the first place I would look. I gotta admit. I mean, it's not the closest place to build a barracks by MC's base, but it's definitely going to make MC a little nervous. He's probably going to be a little bit extra careful about buildings he puts down and the tech that he goes for until he finds out where that barracks is. So Puma definitely going to be able to throw out some early aggression with a couple Marines, things like that. And here we go as we follow this probe. He's going to go ahead and probably look around, check these corners, see if he sees any sort of any barracks going down. Look at this, checking this far side and trying to make sure he sees all those corners. And probably not going to check to see if there's he didn't see any command center, and now he's going to check and see. Yeah, he's going to see if there's one being dropped here, which there isn't. And now, this is where he's going to start wondering what's going on. And here comes the SCV, going to scout into the base, see that the cyber core is going down. There is a gas. So, really, it's still anybody's game. No huge aggression going out, really just building, there is just one barracks, so we're not going to see a ton of Marines out of this. And this Marine really not even headed towards MC's base in the first place. Just sort of walking around, maybe looking for any forward pylons that he can snipe, things like that. And here we go, Puma going to go ahead and throw down his fast expansion. He's going to go ahead and try and get some kind of economic lead. And the nice thing about this is he did sort of, he threw off MC a little bit at the beginning there, made him not quite sure what was happening with that barracks, so he did play a little bit more defensively. And because of that, that gave Puma a little bit of an edge and allowed him to throw down this command center. So he's going to go ahead and throw down this bunker. This will be to help protect from these stalkers that are on, well, we got a Zealot on its way, and then, yeah, there's the stalker that are being chrono boosted out by MC right now. And he's going to try and, catch up for a little bit of lost time. I don't know if he necessarily knows. Yeah, he doesn't know yet that this command center is down, but, his spider senses might be tingling enough to give him some sort of idea. Now, with this kind of micro, this stalker does have more range than these Marines, so it can kite them very well. But as soon as this bunker's done, those Marines will be able to defend this expo fairly well against some of this early aggression. And here we go. MC going to go ahead, throw down a Nexus, and try and get things back on some sort of an even pace. Even throwing down 2 more gateways in this mix. Sorry guys, I got something like in my eye. Oh yeah, and just as this game's going on, guys, please leave comments. I am new to this. I would love to hear your feedback. I want to know what I can improve on, what you guys want to see. Leave comments with the game, and then subscribe. Tell your friends. The more you guys help me out, the more you guys watch my videos, the more that you send me feedback, the more I can bring. The more searching I can do, the more time I can dedicate to this channel so that you can have plenty of StarCraft to watch between me, Husky, HD, Day 9, any of those awesome casters that kind of got me wanting to do this. So anyway, there's a quick shout out. Go ahead, subscribe down below. Click on the link to my YouTube page, StarCraft for Kids, and I Am the Kid. So here we go. We're going to see some more stalker aggression, even throwing some sentries into the mix. Now, chances are both players are going to, we're not going to see a huge push for a little while. You know, we still only have 3 gates. Both players are still building harvesters pretty consistently. Puma gonna go ahead and throw down a second bunker just to continue defending against these stalkers. These stalkers can be really a big nuisance, you know, just poking here and there, doing that little extra damage that's just so obnoxious, possibly even going to snipe this SCV. But there we go, Puma playing very smart, going to go ahead and just barely do any hull damage right here, just 6 damage to this stalker. Really just showing how good MC's micro is, you know, pulling out just in time so that the stalker really didn't take any significant damage. And here we go. MC is going to go ahead and push out with this army. This army could be pretty dangerous. He's got this forward pylon. I believe he's got, there we go, he's got 3 gateways. And he's going to be able to drop force fields on these bunkers to keep them from being repaired properly by the SCVs. And also, it'll just make a little extra range barrier for these Marines. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see him either drop the force fields right on top of the bunkers, or even just right in front of them, so the Zealots can get right in there, do all the DPS possible, and it'll keep the Marines just a little farther back. So this could be a very dangerous push by MC. Go ahead, and he's going to put up that Guardian Shield. It's going to reduce a ton of the damage. And look at this beautiful force field, putting him right behind here. These SCVs cannot do anything to defend this. And here we go, not really losing any of his sentries, I don't think. There goes the first one. And, you know, MC doing a lot of damage with this push. All these SCVs coming off the line. He needs to get this bunker fixed to give him any kind of hope. But, you know, I think this push might have been too lethal from MC. Really, they're only Marines out, and these Marines don't even have combat shields or stim. So they're going to be very vulnerable to good kiting by these stalkers. And MC going to be able to continue warping in units if he wants. Here we go, 2 more Zealots to tank some damage and take care of these SCVs. You know, if we look at the income, yeah, I think that's GG. Puma is down to 18 harvesters. Most of them are not doing anything. He's going to lose all these mules and SCVs. I think